Hello, today we're going to be showing you how to fit a Bafang motor, mid-drive motor into this. Here we have the Bafang mid-drive motor here, which goes through the bottom bracket, and all the wires come out here. And yep, let's show you how we put it all together. Just take the stickers off. Yep. So here we have the side that you bolt the chainring onto. Comes with a chainring and a guard. You notice how it's got a bit of a dish to it, to make sure you put it on this way around, so the dish sits inwards like this. Don't know if you can see that. And then you get some 5 Allen key bolts that come with it, with a little spring washer on them. There's these tiny little Allen bolts here with a little spring washer. Got 5 of those. Screw them all in. This, and then after that we can put the chain guard on. They come in various different sizes, the chain rings. This one is a 44 tooth, which is like a large one you'd get on a mountain bike when you have the 3 chain rings at the front. Normally the large one on a mountain bike is 44, so that would be okay for most mountain bikes. This one bike is a hybrid, so it should still give it a good enough range of gears, because we've still got this particular Carrera bike has 8-speed rear cassette. So yeah, we just do these up and make sure they're pretty tight, but obviously don't over tighten it too much. So yeah, we're just tightening them up. Go back one by one, tighten them up. And yeah, that's what it looks like now. We've bolted it on. Now it's time to put the plastic chain guard on, just to help keep the chain on. And that just has a few little Phillips head screws like this. Just put one on here. So yeah, you just have to lightly screw them in because they're plastic. You don't want to over tighten them too much. You might have to spin the chain ring round to get it on. And I'll come back to you in a minute once I've got that sorted. Hi again. Right. Got all the little screws in on here, as you can see, with the these ones. So the chain guard's all on now. So now comes the time to put it on the bike. So what you do is, obviously this goes on the normal chain side. So you slot it through the bike frame like this. This one seems a bit tight. hammer. Tap it through. Try and get it through. Maybe not. Let's come up with another plan. Right, it's now time to put the motor inside the bike. Now, I've just had a few issues with the bottom bracket itself on the bike, which I've never had before. I've done a few of these kits, but inside the shell, the little bolt that holds the cable guide in was sticking up too much to stop it going in, and also where that hole sticks out there was some burrs on the end, so it wasn't as smooth as it should be in there. Basically made it tricky to get it in, so let's put it in now. It should just be a case of slotting it through now. There's a bit of a tight fit still. Wiggle it through, and there we go. Simple as that. You just put it in the bike like that now. Now the motor's in. Now you have to put the brackets on. This one here. You put the side with the spikes facing in. And in the bag of bolts there's two slightly larger ones with 5mm Allen keys. So you screw those in. One there and one there. And just tighten that up. Now there's no specific guidance on the angle this needs to be, so you can put it at any angle up or down this motor. But I've kind of put it roughly this angle suits best. If you go too high then the cables get crushed up here. If you go too far back, similar thing at the back. So put it around about this location here. Tighten up these. Just be careful not to over tighten them, because the bolt is going into the case, which is aluminium. It's fairly soft. So just do it hand tight like that. And then you get the lock ring. Screw that on. That's the threads on. Gotta figure out which way it goes. There is an arrow on it. And that screws on. And it does actually come in your kit with one of these. One is for the outer lock ring, this is for the inner lock ring. So we just do that up like that. A bit of tightness. Keep doing that up. Not the best tool, it is a bit fiddly, to be honest. this tool. To do with being angled slightly on one end. But it does the job. I'm not sure why they made their own tool and didn't just use a standard one. This one you can do really tight, that one, and then you get this other lock ring here, which is a lighter weight aluminium thing, which goes over this one. It's almost like a double locking nut, if you will, and then the other end of this tool with the smaller grooves in it. It looks a bit more similar to the outboard bearing style bottom bracket tool. And there we have it. The motor is all fitted now, so now you just need to grab the cranks, put the cranks on, the left and right cranks. Comes with the crank bolts, obviously 8mm crank bolts. Stick that on, and the other side comes with this one. And that's pretty much it. Most of the rest of it is just the wiring now. Before I do that up fully, I'll just show you the basics of the wiring. You get a big wiring loom sticks out the back of this thing. And the most important one this is the most important kit here in this bag. And it is a wheel sensor. It's like an extension cable for all of them, which you plug in, and that extends all the cables up to the handlebars. And then this is the important bit. Is this little sensor thing here, which is the speed pickup sensor. And it has another little bracket thing here with a little H shape that goes into it. And you push that in there, and it slides up and down to give you some adjustment in how far it sticks out. This pad goes on the frame, and it comes with the magnet which goes on the wheel, and you have this magnet which fits on the wheel. And it's very important to get the whole system to work. You basically need to make sure that this magnet goes past the sensor very close on the back wheel, and then it detects the speed, and everything happens from there. So this plugs into one of these wires that sticks out from here. I believe it's this one. They're all different shapes, so you can't do the wrong one up. It's circular with 3 prongs in it, as you can see, and it's got a little screw bit here which kind of puts it on watertightly, and that's it. and there's a couple of holes in here for some zip ties. You can put it around the frame, and that's it. It's all about, the rest of it is all about plugging in all the wires and making sure they're all in the right place. Hi, welcome to the last part of the video. Now I've put the kit all on the bike, which is just a really long fiddly thing with the wires, but I'll show you what it all looks like now. So we have here the display here, which fits on like this, and comes with a thumb throttle as well, this kit, and then the plus and minus and the on button. So we just turn it on, you see it all lights up here, and then you push the plus, minus, and it just changes this one here, the assistance level, and it's got 3 levels. And I think it's got a front light on this kit as well, so if you hold down for a long time the plus button, it turns the front light on, which is here, and then you hold down for a couple of seconds, it turns it off again. Now if you hold both of these down, it goes into this menu which lets you set it all up. There is a long list of things which you can change, but I'm not really sure everything. The most basic one is miles per hour versus kilometers an hour, and you can change the assistance levels to do more gradual stages from 1 to 9 instead of 1 to 3, and yeah, that's it really. But yeah, there's lots of different displays you can get for this kit, and as you can see they're all plugged in with these little wires. A couple of them are yellow, so a couple of them are green on the long extension wire, and also the brake power cutoff, this one here. And I've got all these wires, I've just got them twisted under here on the down tube and down to the motor here, and just trying to twist them around the frame just to take up the slack. And now this one here is the most important one, which is the wheel sensor. I've got that mounted here, and as you spin the wheel, let's just lean it up a bit, you can spin it, you have to make sure the magnet goes past it here like this, as close as you can without touching, and that picks up the speed and that lets it all work out how fast it's supposed to be going, and this, that and the other. And then the other main one is the power cable comes up here into this. This is a rear rack power battery. This one is 36 volt 20 amp hour, and it's got an on off switch here, and then a button here which shows you how much power is left in it, and I think it's got another socket here for something else. It must be charging, I guess, and then a key to lock it in, and it does slide out when you undo the key. And yeah, that's it really. So basically all you have to do is just pedal on the bike and it goes with you, and then the higher the level you put in, the more power you get, and that's it. And then if you do want to push the throttle, you can push the throttle and it whizzes around like that. I'll just put it on the stool to hold the camera and let you see the wheel whizzing around. Let's just move that there. Right. Hopefully you can see the wheel. So yeah, it's on now. I'll just push the throttle and the chain goes around. And obviously the speed depends which gear you're in, so if you change to the higher gears, it goes faster, basically. And yeah, it's the same if you pedal, it automatically kicks in. as you can hear, and starts powering it. Simple as that. So there we are, that's the Bafang kit and how we attach it to the bike. Thanks for watching, see you next time.